welcome back to 2.5 Days with myself, Ryan McKeady, Stephen Youngson, and Al Thompson.
All right.
Better this week. That was good, eh?
You practicing?
Aye. Practicing the mirror.
Aye.
So today, we watched a film. Didn't we?
Oh, you tell us to watch a film so we could talk about it because you're...
And it's the most mental film I've ever watched. It's Saltburn. And it was just mental from start to finish. Like, it just took you in so many twists and turns, and I'm using it to watch this so we could talk about it in the pod.
So we need to put out there that there's going to be a lot of spoilers. If you're wanting to watch it, go and watch it and come back, right?
Aye.
Don't just ignore us. Come back and see us once you've seen it.
In fact, it's maybe better if you go back, go and watch it and then watch us to
pause it now.
Aye. In fact, no, we'll just sit for 2 hours and let you watch it.
Let's talk about the weather and that. Right, so Saltburn, you brought it up.
Saltburn. Aye, so it was just, I was on the dodgy stick and fucking looking through
You mean you were on Amazon?
Aye, I was on Amazon. I've just done my selling here. Aye, so I was just scrolling through and we seen it and I recognised Barry Keoghan and Richard Grant and that, and I'm like, that looks quite good. Watched the trailer and I'm like, that looks mental. I said, I want to watch this, so I put it on and I wasn't ready. It
is a weird film. I've seen weirder, but it's I've never seen a more handsome man in my life than that Jacob Elrodie. Is that his name?
Elrodie, aye.
Jesus fuck, by the way.
Is he giving you an Elrodie?
Aye, they weren't his code that. No, he is the most handsome guy I've ever seen in my life.
Aye,
like, hands down.
Oh, he's
beautiful.
He's got everything.
But then Barry, what's his? How do we say?
Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan,
is it? Because I was calling him Brian Keegan up until I left the house today.
That's such an old guy thing to say. And Brian Keegan.
Seen him play left back for fucking Man United.
St Johnstone, the telly's just come on.
Oh, I fucked the remote.
Professionalism here, right? There we go.
There you go.
Right, so Barry
Keegan.
Right,
because I've saw him before in, is it Banshees of Inisherin?
Yes.
He was phenomenal in that.
What a film that one is, aye.
But you get to see a lot Miriam in this one.
Aye.
I've only ever seen him in Hings where he plays a weird creepy bastard.
Aye.
And again, he plays a weird creepy bastard.
Aye.
What was that? There was another one about Midsummer or something. Oh, I wish I'd remembered the name of that film before I came in here. Because Colin Farrell's in it as well. And that's a weird film.
Oh,
he's
right,
a creepy wee weird bastard in that film.
Aye, because I mind when I think Colin Farrell got like an award for Banshees in Inisherin at Golden Globes maybe, and he was talking about Barry Keoghan basically the first time he was up there.
Well, Barry Keoghan was in the Eternals and all.
Oh, was he?
That's where I recognised him for.
Yeah, he's Irish, isn't he?
Aye.
I mean, he's meant to be Scouse in
this.
Aye,
it's not a great Scouse accent.
It really isn't. No. He says to perfect his Scouse accent, he went out with the director and spoke about Liverpool hunters and had like 10 pints and then went home. It's like that's
not.
I know. I don't really understand if he done more than that because it doesn't sound as if he done more than that, to be honest. But there's only like 1 or 2 bits where he really sounds Scouse, like when he's lying down. So I don't know if that helps him with his.
But also, they never actually mention Liverpool. They just say he's from Merseyside. I think that's how they tried to get away with it.
Right. How are we going to go about this then? Are we going to just pick out bits?
To start with then, did you like the film?
Loved it.
Liked it, aye.
Loved it.
I thought it was fucking
Why
shite,
how? Right, how?
Right, for a start, kind of using it to hod your council cards, and if you think that was a fucking relatable film, man,
I didn't say it's relatable. I'm not fucking chowing folks' house.
I couldn't deal with all the poshness. I was like, see, whenever I fucking turned up to start with, I went, this looks like the same sets for Harry Potter, and he's fucking joined in as Hufflepuff before he even walks in the fucking door. Right. I was done with it by that, and that was literally the first 30 seconds. And can I tell you what I was really done with it for, right? It was said, class of 2006. Well, whenever it first came in, I was like, right, it's filmed in a 4:3 aspect ratio, right? So it's no full widescreen. It's just the square in the middle of your telly. And then it said, I went, all right, it must be because it's set in a period. And it said, class of 2006. I'm like, I was at uni in 2006. I had a fucking widescreen telly, you know what I mean? Life Disney in 4:3 aspect ratio in 2006. Get this to fuck. So for the word go, I hated it.
Only you could get wound up by an
Aspect
aspect
ratio, I know. I
know it's
did
mental.
notice it, but no, I get where you're coming from, like talking about posh folk and stuff. Because see, watching like The Crown and all that, and
Aye.
watching like royalty stuff, like,
Down-
I can't
Downton
watch it.
Abbey
'Cause
and all that,
I,
miss me. Fuck all that
I
kind
hate
of-
them so much
Hate it.
because of the
Then
kind of
put
class
your
aspect.
guy, Big Elron or whatever you
Big
call the
fucking-
fucking thingy. The first scene that he's in, and he's like, "Oh, I tried to fix my bike," and I'm slapping the get the fucking base in the water out. You know what I mean? Fun the puncture, no slap my tyre. When did that ever fix your fucking bike?
What do you do with
Useless
a
prick boys.
base in the water?
Aye, put the
You
fucking
put it in
put
and the
tyre
air
in,
bubbles, and you find the hole, and then you mark it with chalk, and then you glue it and you put it on.
Council
Oh,
cared, handed in.
Aye.
You
No,
never fixed a puncture.
I've never fixed it in. Gail, see, everyone in our house, Gail's built it. But I can't do a fucking thing. I keep the seats. You know what I mean? I just gotta sit and hold the jackets.
And I build all the
You're the
things in my house.
admin.
Aye, really? Honestly, I
things
hold
in
the
my house,
screws.
but there's always a bit missing. I don't know, in any flat pack furniture, but there's never a bit missing. There's always fun it, but that's my complaint. As soon as I'm going through, oh, there's a fucking bit missing every single.
That's what I was
thing
like
I've ever
building
built.
Lego the other week. So I mean, that's all I build is Lego. That's
Lego.
really it. It's
I'd
nothing
rather
they can
step
use.
on Lego than watch this film ever again. That's the way I fucking feel.
Really?
Aye, I just
Aye,
thought it was
that's
shite.
mental.
I thought it was pretentious and shite.
But that's the part it plays.
I mean, there was
Aye.
good bits in it. I thought there was some bits in it that made me laugh, like later on into the film kind of thing and stuff like that. But like, well, guy,
What made you laugh?
like
I know.
some of the things they say,
what I was like.
like for like why the things that
when
he's-
she turned her
the,
wrists.
the more said that her daughter was sexually incontinent, that made me laugh.
Oh, right,
That's
yeah,
pretty
aye.
fucking funny. And then near the end, I know we're jumping right to the end here. See, whenever like the whole ending scene had done, she's on the bed and all that kind of thing, and he's on the wee swing smoking a fag. I was
aye,
laughing like,
that's true.
This guy's off his
That's
fucking nut.
quite good.
And when he was like the bit with his computer and it was just gibberish, like he'd been
Aye,
typing, like,
aye, you had
this
to
guy's a
type in.
nutcase.
Aye.
That made me laugh. I'm looking for the funny bits in films. You know what I mean? So it's-
100%, but it was because you never knew what was coming next. That's
No.
what fucking changed my thing about it.
So we're going to be talking about like, the scenes.
Aye.
So
because this needs deep dived.
aye.
Aye.
So nothing really bad happens before he goes to Saltburn, didn't it?
No, it just kind of sets the scene. He says his dad died, and that Felix talks about like how, what was it? He was bored. His family, like, it was
he's-
driving him insane and all that. Kind
His
of.
mom was an alcoholic
Aye.
and never looked after him, and he didn't want to get home because he's not got a home to go to. And then later on in the film, he goes home and he's
sound.
fucking made it all up.
Perfect wee house.
Aye.
Aye. Spoilers. Aye, we don't need to say spoilers.
No,
on
we
television.
don't say that.
You've been warned.
But it's the so when he goes to the house and when he first walks into the house and they're all talking about him, and then when he walks into the room, you're like, this is one of the classic films where it's he's getting in here and the family are got to be into cult like shit, and it's got to drag him in, it's got to fuck him up.
But that's where I agree with Stevie. They're all talking about, oh, he's came for nothing and all that. How
Aye.
we're
Aye.
going to talk to him and shit. Aye, I kind of get that. But
Aye.
it kind of it sets you up that he's going to get done. And who's that? What's that guy's name? Farley?
Aye.
Farley.
Oh, he's
Farley,
a prick.
what a name.
He is a prick by the way.
Aye.
He was
Farley
doing my
Stark.
box cleaning.
Aye,
What a
Farley
name.
start.
I said that.
Hate
I was
him.
watching it, and I'm at telling him, that Farley's doing my boxing. I really don't like him. She's like, is that because he's the only black character? I'm like, how have you just outed me for a film? No, it's because he's a prick.
He's a prick, aye.
The bit in it I thought was right funny is like we'll get to obviously scenes, but there's a bit in it where the dad goes spare at Farley because Farley's great. He's like, shut up and eat the pie. Drink him, they want your American feelings. He's fucking pushing himself.
Aye.
We've all got feelings. Drink him, they want your American feelings.
I'm trying to think of
It was so odd,
the
that
order of the fucked up scenes.
Aye, so I kind of fun out the order as you were texting me, like when you were watching it. So you text me, oh what, or oh fuck or something.
Right, so if we
And it
go
was
to the house, right, what are the
Right.
weird things happen when he actually gets to the house?
So it was the vampire scene.
Obviously, it's the biggest house you'll ever. If you've noticed,
Aye,
if you've
aye.
seen it, it was sickeningly
It's
large.
a
wasn't it?
manor.
Aye, it's like an estate, isn't it?
It was like 8 times the size of Charlotte Row. That's the way I was looking at it, trying to contextualise it. It was massive.
Aye. It was fucking huge.
And then he goes in and he gets met by the butler, who is incredibly creepy as well to start with.
I thought he'd have made a role.
Aye.
Aye. But he was just an arsehole, pretentious cunt.
But
See the minute he opened that door and went, "You are early. We sent a car for you." I'd punch as he done. I would. I just punched him and left.
And then that's when he walks into the room and they're all talking about how poor he is, isn't it?
Aye.
And then they take all his stuff. And then
But before he gets into the room, the sister's sitting and she starts laughing at him as if she's like, like if you bring a scrawny dog cane or something. I don't know. But like, she starts laughing at him and looks him up and down and then walks away. So it kind of set him off ease. And then he goes into the room and they're all talking about, like, he's so miserable and his dad died and his mom's an alcoholic and they were both drug dealing and all this, and he's like, what the fuck? And you feel sorry for the guy, don't you?
Aye. And then Jacob Elrodie, God bless the man, takes him on a tour of the house, and he says to him, unfortunately we will need to share a bathroom.
Aye.
And then that was the bit I forgot about.
Aye, this was the grimmest shit ever, isn't it, man?
It was horrific, man.
Aye, that's the bit I was trying to think about for the vampire scene.
Do we need to get right into it? Because it might ruin it for folk.
It might get you took off YouTube. But you never know. It was pretty fucking dark.
Basically,
So we know what happened. And if we want to let folk, maybe no spoil everything. So don't spoil this, but that bath scene.
The bath scene was grotty.
It was one of the seemed in.
Aye.
I'm ready to be sick now.
And he's run.
Well, there was a bit. See, there was a bit later on, whenever he was arguing with the daughter, kind of thing, and she was like, "You wouldn't just eat him up. You'd lick the fucking plate." I'm like, "They made him lick the plate." That bath you're sitting in, he did more than lick the fucking plate, hen.
Aye, the bath scene. Like, I kind of looked at it as that he was obsessed with him and he wanted to go with him.
Aye.
And that's how I'm at. And see, the minute I watched him watching the bath, I'm like, aye, that's creepy. And then as I seen the water draining, I'm like, I know what's happening here.
Aye.
He's got to drink it. But I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared for what came. Aye. I wasn't prepared for...
What came?
Aye.
Somebody came.
Somebody...
And then...
He's like, he's a
oh my God. Aye, it was dark.
Aye.
It's probably
It was uncomfortable.
There was a lot of the film was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like that was like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Aye.
It was like, there was a couple of things that happened in this film and I was like, are you doing that just so you can try and be as shocking as possible?
True.
Or that, you know what I mean? Or does it really add to the story? Or does it? Do you think it adds to the story? I think it does.
Because it makes it look as if he's got an obsession with him.
Right.
And the obsession was never with him.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye, the obsession was getting the house.
Aye, he was living that life.
Aye. But I mean, like...
And so he had to do all these mad, horrible things that he done in order to get to his final target. So it was like these things were all means to an end.
Oh, aye.
Because the guy's a psychopath.
See, the way I think about it is, like, I'm going to talk about him later, but Harmony Korine, like... fucked up filmmaker. He always says, like, nobody remembers a film, but they always remember scenes.
Aye.
So in this, we're all talking about specific scenes, and I think that kind of makes the film is because
it does. I get that.
I mean, we say got the bath bit and then the vampire bit
and the red room and that kind of thing.
Aye.
The red room bit was class. I thought
that was good when they closed all the blinds and that. Aye, it was really good.
That was pretty cool.
But do you know the guys when the red room bit, like the mother chokes on her dinner, the sister pours her wine. It's very.
Aye, what's showing what's going to happen.
What do you call that again?
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. And it was said foreplay.
So this guy, because she. That makes sense now.
By the way,
you know what I mean?
I never spotted that. I did see all the things at the time that she was there. I just thought they were like absent-minded.
It's a TikTok or
what happened to them?
Oh, you're a fud, man. Just play it off as your own then. Fuck, I was impressed for a minute.
I thought you were a film virtuoso.
I know
a wee bit, but no, that was a TikToker scene, I need to be honest.
Yeah. Well, what about the Farley's exit in that one then? And what happened to him at that thing? Because he obviously got launched out the house for
taking drugs.
Aye.
You know what? You think that's all that place is folly. But is it because he died? Oh, fuck it.
Doesn't matter.
Because Jacob Elrodie died and then he's blaming him.
Is he blaming him for drugs?
He said no. You've taken drugs while he's lying dead.
That's the point for me as well. It's like whenever it shows you at the end, it shows you that he offed everybody. He sat hanging, like basically kind of hanging. Like, was there no suspicious circumstances? Did nobody do an autopsy on a single person?
Aye.
You know what I mean?
I said this and all. see that lassie that he's with in the maze, when she fucks off, does she not say in the morning when she sees he's dead like that, aye, he walked into that fucking maze
By
and the
her?
one and walked out?
Aye.
Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Stevie, you're right. This was shite.
I've totally done a U-turn on the fucking film.
Aye.
I think things that see like the cinematic bits of it were pretty fucking good though. See
Aye.
like the thingy, the lighting and all that, like that
Aye.
red room scene was mental. No,
Aye,
that kind of
it's
thing.
really
Like,
good.
would it have been better for them to shut the blinds so they didn't see him, the coroners walking by, or would it have been better to bathe the place in red light to really
Aye.
accentuate that somebody has died?
Here's another thing I
You can hear the-
talk. See that in that bedroom scene when they're struggling to close the blinds?
Aye.
Aye.
Felix walks by the window.
Does he?
Because the story, see, mind the story, the sister was telling at the start when they first get to the house, and it's like they seen the doppelganger walk by the window and she was really dead. And
Right.
it was just a doppelganger.
Aye.
They done that at the end.
Oh, did they?
Felix walks by the window
Right.
and it's a doppelganger
Ah.
while he's lying dead.
All right. And that another TikTok one that you
Aye,
found?
aye.
But what does it mean, Ryan?
It's just a reference to the story she told earlier. I don't know.
That's pretty cool. But we'll need to fact check it enough. But
Fact checks.
Yeah, it's only a split second. You just see him walking by.
I did see because I did see somebody walking by, but I never really
Sam?
clocked it was that.
But that's because she told the story about how her housemaid was cleaning the house, looked out the window and seen her walking by,
Aye.
and she waved at her, and
right.
but she was really dead somewhere else.
Right.
But it was just a doppelganger.
Ah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The
Aye, then the vampire scene.
vampire scene.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. Freaked me the fuck out.
It's quite.
More
I mean,
disgusting than the
I wouldn't do it myself.
the sink
But, aye,
kind of
that's
scene, or the
worse than.
toilet, like
Aye.
the toilet bowl, kind of, or whatever it was, the bathroom. But no, aye.
Because, not to sound more disgusting, but sometimes I've been in the bath and a wee bit of water's fell in my mouth.
Fucking hell, man. So you loved it, wasn't it? This
is,
getting ideas.
Oh, fucking hell. I love it.
It was
But-
pretty fucking. Well, it was like
It was just the putting, when he put his fingers in her mouth and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought along the lines of this lassie will not even eat her dinner, but she's she's lapping that up.
Aye.
She'll chow down a blood clot.
Aye, that's pretty fucking mental.
Aye.
I thought.
And then when another bath scene when he's in the bath and it's just all there.
Aye.
Oh, aye.
Surely you'd want to wipe that off.
No, but he's a freak.
He's thinking he's reveling in it, isn't it? He's like,
Aye. Oh,
Aye,
I've got all
well,
this.
it all
Slan, really,
made
at that
sense when he's at the grave, really.
Oh,
if there's that thing, you see, like at the grave, see, whenever everybody walks away and it shows you all the graves, everybody's dead kind of thing. Obviously, he doesn't kill Richard E. Grant kind of thing, but I think 'cause
I
he just
want
died.
him.
He just died. I think
oh, I
he
just
was
died
old.
the old age.
Thingy, but like, so he's stunned. I was. I was thinking, where's you think Farley would have turned up to that? Right, because he just doesn't never even appear in it ever
Does he
again.
not?
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about when Felix dies, but never he's still alive.
Oh right, I
And
thought you were talking.
he's sitting at the grave. And
Oh,
then
you talking about the other? Right, that's a
Aye.
different bit. We jumped to. I was like, but you know, like at the end, like when they're all
when he
dead.
places his stains.
Aye, they're all they're all dead. Well, like and he's on there. There's the what do you call it, grave? Like it's not been put in the grave yet, and everybody else is left.
Oh,
He's
right,
just
aye.
standing there,
Oh,
kind
aye,
of like Farley never turned up to the funeral. of the
was he
Morg,
not
'cause
in America though? Did he go
Did he
back
get
to America?
Did he go back to America?
But I think after the dinner, he's been like, ostracised for the family.
that what it
Aye, I
is,
think
right?
so.
Aye, I
Aye.
think he
Because there was a guy
excommunicado.
stood at the back of the wall. I think that must have just been the butler, was it? Big butler was just
Aye,
was
aye,
that
it was a butler,
right.
aye.
'Cause I wasn't sure because it's in a 4:3 aspect on a widescreen telly. Can't really see who that is. All that fucking distance away.
And then the other bit with the grave, where he shags the grave.
Aye.
I heard that was ad-libbed.
Aye. So
But
I heard
it
this.
was
in
the
a
Does he
row.
just
that-
get any excuse to get his chopper?
Aye.
He says to the director, I want to try something to take it to a new level. And she didn't know what he was going to do. And he just started riding the
Where did you
grave.
hear this?
TikTok.
I heard it
Can
from
we,
my
can we
wife.
just can we just stop for a minute and applaud Barry Keegan's Wally?
Right, this is
And
something I
abso-
want to talk about. Because it's been the bane of my existence for the past 3 fucking days. Or 2 days, 3 days. Because she's no stopped getting on about it.
Well, it is an absolute chopper
he
of a
was
thing.
hung. Oh, it was good looking, but that Wally, and I'm like, alright, very good. Mine's just tiny. You want to rub it in any more.
See at the end.
You're letting Barry to rub his willy in you, is that
See at the end where
Just
he's
give me some length off it. That's what I'm asking. An inch or two.
where he's running about the house at the end, dancing to fucking Murder on the Dance Floor, and he's
Aye.
swinging out. I was ducking and my couch for that.
Right, see that bit. He's like, to start with, obviously you don't know how long that scene's going to go, and so he's getting out and he's walking
know how
in
long
the
it is,
scud
sure.
kind of thing, and then he done like a wee turn kind of thing, and I'm like, oh right, they've done that to try and hide his modesty, and then he was basically just
I just
It's better than your pockets are jumping.
I know.
there was no modesty hiding in that fucking scene at all.
you went to show it off, but when you that's like a
he's
horse
basically
like a
doing the
hard on, he's just
helicopter.
slapping off his own belly. Like,
If I had that willy, I'd never had trousers on. Put it up.
couldn't get trousers on.
Apart from when I was dropping the wings off at nursery, I would need to put them on then.
I can poke me at the bottom of his jeans.
He was
So
gone
are
for
we
it.
going for like a 5-star thing? Are we trying to rate it?
You
No,
guys
he's
try-
Wally the film in general, because the Wally's a 5 at least.
I think it's probably made an 8.
12.
Are you measuring the stars or inches? I don't know what your rate was.
I'd say the film's usually a 4, 4.5.
I'd say 3.5.
It's a bit of 1 for me, man. I
Really?
Again, there was good, but it redeemed itself. But I hated it for the opposite.
Just 'cause
Just
of
right
that
at the
aspect.
start, I was watching this, going, "Oh, this."
Well, see, you say that. I was sitting halfway through and I'm like, how's that no full screen? But I thought it was my dodgy. I thought it was a dodgy stick that hadn't like, put it to the right aspect.
How's there a guy, a shadow walking by? there he's back.
No, it was a good copy.
Was it Tango Splash you were watching? That's not in the film, is it? But no, I liked it. I did like it. I like kind of like freakier type films
Aye.
and stuff that we'll get
I
into
like
later,
things that make
but-
you think and you don't know what's coming.
Well, you didn't think TikTok fucking thought for you.
No, wait a minute. Then I've been out it, man.
You out it yourself? We were all impressed there for a minute.
I'd
I'm
rather
just trying
rub
to be
salt.
honest individual.
I'd rather rub salt in my eyes and never watch it again. Like, I just thought, that's no.
I don't think I would watch it again.
I did say
But,
it would need be a good few years so I forgot some of the things.
Aye.
But I don't know
I'm
if
never
I'm
for-
forgetting
never
much.
forgetting that
I don't
bastard.
think I'm forgetting much.
No.
No, I think that's why the thing. So it is a film that will stick with you because of how mental it was. I did go,
Aye.
oh for fuck's sake, quite a few
Aye.
times during
Aye.
this film. You know what I mean?
You know what one of the worst bits was though? At the end where he's pulling out the feeding tube.
Oh,
That's pretty rough.
That's
That's
fucking
what made me go,
horrific. Aye. Oh,
Aye.
yeah. Fucking done that when Barry Keoghan was walking about as well. Fucking tears in my eyes. You wouldn't get far doing that, Ian. There we go. So, would you say Saltburn is the freakiest film you've ever seen in your life?
No.
I know you're no Stevie, but
I've not watched a lot of freaky things. The filth is probably up there with one of the most mind-bending things I've watched. I've watched a good few, but I can't think it off the top of my head. But it is up there with one of the most disturbing things I've watched.
Right.
I grew
Mine
up watching
is-
righteous videos.
Aye, true, aye.
Aye.
Mine is a film called Kids.
Never seen this. No.
It's Harmony
Sounds like
Korine.
a dodgy film.
Harmony Korine wrote it and Larry Clark directed it.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry Clark approached Harmony Korine with all his pals in New York that were skateboarding. And he spoke to Harmony Korine for hours. He says, well, I'm a filmmaker. And Harmony Korine says, I've got this script for you. And he showed him it. And he's like, no, I don't really like that. He says, go away and write a script about a lassie that has sex for the first time and ends up having AIDS. So the full film is this guy, fucking, his name's not Teddy, innit? What the fuck's his name? Anyway,
Wondering how it's called Kids.
because he's 14
Oh fuck!
or 15 at the time, and it's basically him going about shagging all these lassies, and you're watching it knowing he's getting them AIDS.
Oh man, that's rough.
And like she finds out she's got it, and she's trying to chase him about the city to try and tell him, like, you've gave me AIDS, and it just fucking chases him about, and he's shagging all these lassies and all that while she's chasing him about to tell him
Spreading
he's
AIDS.
aye. It's fucking horrific.
Sounds
That sounds aye.
It's so, and then at the end of it, the lassie that's got AIDS, I'm trying to think his name's Teddy, Telly. I think it's Telly.
Telly.
And I think it's just because I've seen a telly. Telly and
Lump.
Couch were no, his pal, who he's never had sex before as well. The lassie is steaming at the end of it. She's took some drugs and that as well, and she's passed out, and he rapes her. And doesn't realise he's getting himself AIDS by raping this lassie. And then it goes to the next morning, and he just wakes up.
I'm
and it's
glad
like,
I've not seen this
mental.
film,
Aye,
man.
that
Fuck's
sounds
sake.
heavy.
It's there's not a film like it. It's
So wait a minute, what you're saying is this person, I don't know what this original script is, but they basically said, that's no fucked enough. Go away and make the worst thing that you could ever read. Go and basically write a 4chan post and come back to me and we'll turn that into a film and folk will love it. Is that what
pretty
what you're
much.
saying?
Aye, it was Rosario Dawson.
Aye.
Her first ever film. She
Is she the lassie that gets AIDS?
no, it's Chloe Sevigny.
You are saying so many names that I have. Are
Really
just,
no, Rosario Dawson.
Ahsoka,
Clerks 2.
she's
Clerks
the,
3.
She's the nurse
what was this?
Clerks.
No, I've not seen Clerks. That's actually
What?
which is something I probably should have seen. I see
That
it
is
all the time on
mental.
Netflix and go, oh, I should watch that. I can't be arsed.
She's in Clerks 2 and 3. She's not in the first one. What else? She's in
Daredevil, like all the
Aye.
Defenders Netflix shows. She's the nurse.
Oh, is that who that is?
Oh.
Right, I know who that is.
So it's her first ever film. They found her sitting. This is so fucking weird talking about this, but they found her sitting like a stoop in New York and says, "Oh, we like your look and all that. Do you want to be in this film?" And then again, and it's just basically kids talking about sex and all that. It's. I really try and make it sound as if it's no, like, it's horrific.
Aye.
The story's good. Some of it's a bit fucking. Should I really be seeing this
Aye.
type thing? But it's done as a film, so it's got a story and all that to it. So it is
Aye.
fucked. It's completely fucked.
Just sounds Dave. I like get it, like no knowing what's coming next, but that sounds just as if it's heavy.
There's a guy on YouTube called Spooky Rice, and he, if you don't want to watch these films, he runs through it
All right.
for years and like
Spooky
about
Rice.
15. Spooky Rice is called. That's how I kind of found the film.
That's,
Alright.
that's when you take a chance in the morning when you're hungover and you're leftover rice.
Stick it back in the microwave. You know you're not meant to.
One in there, spooky rice.
And,
Don't know what sauce I ordered.
he done that and Gummo, another one of Harmony Korine's films. And Harmony Korine done Spring Breakers.
Is that the Selena Gomez man?
Aye.
Vanessa Hudgens? Aye. That's about a weird film, that.
Aye, that's his tamest one.
Aye.
Aye, but I love
What was
him.
that, about school shootings or something like that? Like a fucking famous film this guy made.
Aye. Oh no, he done one called
I'm no surprised, right?
Elephant. He wrote it, and Gus Van Sant directed it. Stevie, what the fuck?
Mate, I don't know
Gus Van
people's
Sant
names.
done.
I'm lucky to remember your names. And you
I don't remember your name. Really.
Did Gus Van Sant do Good Will Hunting? Anyway, he done. It's a film called Elephant, and it's basically, it was released in 2002. So its towers were still smouldering, and
It's if MD's watching, this is the line that threads them all together.
we would splice this all together. But he wrote it, and Gus Van Sant directed it, as I said, and it is about school shootings. Of
course it is. I'm no surprised with this, guys.
It's no long after Columbine,
All right.
and he's
Jesus.
basically kind of cashed in on Columbine. But it's a great film as well. Although it's like kind of like Steadicam,
Right.
like Alan Clark stuff. It's really good. It's really interesting, but a lot of it does get kind of panned for the subject matter and stuff like that. But I love all the kind of freaky stuff. So
Aye,
Saltburn was
stuff that
none.
Look, if you like the weirdest, probably most fucked film I've ever seen is Old Boy.
Oh fuck! I've never seen that.
You've never seen Old Boy, right? You'll never have seen it either, man. I think it probably came out before you were born. But it's like, I'm sure it was a Korean film. I'm sure it's like one of the seminal Korean films. It's a big martial arts film. I used to love martial arts films as a kid. You know, like Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan films. But it's
Jean-Claude
like
Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, kickboxer, and all them kind of like brilliant. But it's like
John Lee.
it's such a mental. Like the main character, the lead character, is like he's in the police station, right? He's steaming, kind of hanging. He can't really. He's incoherent. And
Well, been there.
he wakes up and he's in a room and he can't get out of this room, right? So he's just kind of been locked in there. Folk keep passing him in food and all that, and they just don't let him out for like 10 years. So he just spends the whole time like becoming a martial arts expert, basically, like just like waiting for the day he gets out of this room to track whoever stuck him in the room down, right? and it's got some wild scenes in it and stuff like that. Like there was a scene in it where he ate a live octopus.
What?
Like so, he's just been like kind of got out of the place. He doesn't know like what part of like Korea he's in or anything like that. He finds somewhere to go and eat, and he ends up getting and just eats a fucking octopus live, like kind of straight out the.
Aye.
Some mental kind of scenes like that kind of thing in it, but like.
That don't make you know well.
Oh, I don't know. I've never ate a live octopus, but like
I've ate octopus.
there's some crazy looking scenes. It has also like the longest uncut martial arts segment in any film in history. It's basically like, see if you can imagine, you ever play games like Double Dragon or Streets of Rage, where you walk in one side and you just batter everybody in a line until you get to the end. This was basically what this done. One big, must have been a huge big corridor.
Right,
so he's walking down and there's just guys coming up here and they're fighting like fucking thing. He's battering on them. Then there's folks all lying about, and then
Almost
more
like a
people.
platformer.
More people just piling in, and then folk that he's battered about 5 minutes ago come back up and all that, and he's having to fight them. And by the time he gets to the end, it just kind of looks back, and there's just about 40 guys lying on the deck, battered kind of thing.
I saw a clip of that before.
It's mental. Like, I don't really want to waste the ending on that for you, but it is.
I've been spoiled.
Like, if you've been spoiled, I'll not tell you if you're watching it, Ryan. But it is. If you think Saltburn has
What
got
is this called again?
Old Boy.
Old Boy.
They remade it. Spike Lee remade it like years later.
Josh Brolin.
I never watched the remake because I just didn't want to ruin having seen it the first time. I probably should. Go and watch it.
I'm murder.
Kids is on YouTube.
That's how you know it's a bit dodgy.
Straight to YouTube release.
I've got 2 versions of it in the house.
You 2 versions of it?
I
An
bought
extended cut?
I bought it. Oh, that's Barry Keoghan's extended cut. I bought it and then I bought it again because I didn't think it was coming. So I've got a spare one if you want it.
I did that by accident with a film called Zombies on a Plane. I used to love old shit. Well, it wasn't old shitty. It was new shitty zombie films. Like whenever, like Amazon, it was just fresh. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. You could get all this random shit, and I ordered it, and it hadn't arrived. And I'm like, about ready to give them a bad review. And what had happened was I had ordered it twice, and the guy wasn't sending me it until I'd said, "Oh no, I only wanted one of them." But and so nearly ended up with 2 copies. Is Zombies on a Plane. So it's basically the plot of Snakes on a Plane. You ever seen Snakes on a Plane?
Years ago.
Aye. So it's basically that, but zombies. So instead of a snake getting out, somebody had been bought.
Is that the man with Samuel Jackson?
Aye.
Aye.
This isn't how good Samuel L. Jackson in it.
I'm surprised. He's been fucking in everything. No, there's that. Have you heard the Eric Roberts? He's appeared in the most films out of MD. I think it's Julia Roberts' brother. The main one I can remember is Dark Knight.
Right.
And he's sitting in the club and the woman's like, "Oh, why are we sitting here? I can't hear you talk." He's like, "What makes you think I want to hear you talk?" That guy.
No, what?
But he's been in about 600 films or something like that. Aye, it's mental. He was also in
He's needing a hobby.
a Bravo. I know. He was in like a Bravo TV show. I can't remember what it was. But aye, he's been in the most films. Like it used to be Samuel L. Jackson, and then this guy's just.
I did it with Samuel L. Jackson up for him.
I'm sure it was. Aye.
Aye.
Oh no, he was in the
Cage
highest
season,
grossing one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Aye.
But aye. So there's were freaky films then. What? There are more.
Filth is brilliant. Disturbia with
Shia LaBeouf.
That's quite mind bending. Because he has a murderer, he's no a murderer, he has a murderer. And then the bit I can remember, they're in the crawl space in the house, and then there's just a fucking body, and that's when it hangs. I watched that when I was 8, right enough, so I kind of was why I was maybe
Aye.
Why are you watching this when you're
I've
8?
watched a few
I know,
because my dad had a massive fucking DVD collection. I don't think he really cared about one I picked. It was just get to your bed.
Get to your bed, watch something that'll frighten you to sleep. Is that what it was?
It took me 3 attempts to watch Armageddon because I was always feared the meteor would fucking hit the earth, and it used to freak me out. But I was like 5, 6.
5, 6.
5, 6,
That's quite wee, isn't it? Well, it depends what
But it
age
was
you're
always
at.
see when the last bit when the meteors come to Earth, I'd turn it off because I always freaked out.
Well, I'd welcome that now, to be honest with you.
I don't look up, just think, I just let it happen. Look at it.
Another pint burning.
Since we're here. But that's really the only kind of. I'm sure there's more creepy films that I'm right
I know
into.
it's hard to see.
There's one called August Underground, and this is like a snuff film. what folk actually killing folk.
Your
and that.
choices of movie are getting...
I've never seen them. Again, it's spooky nights. You tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
And it's I think it's no real, but it looks as real as you can get. Like folk just properly killing each other. And that. I've thought about making my own film as well. Like there's
I'm worried.
I know. it's really annoying though because it's where the Torrance Park was. There used to be like this like building that there was nothing in it, wasn't you couldn't. It's like
It just got an old stone ruin.
the Blair like the Blair Witch.
Aye.
And I've always wanted to kind of film something like dead late at night, and I'm just like just one person. I'm just filming them and stuff like that, and then just kind of beating them up and that, and killing them and shit, like torturing
right,
somebody. No, it's just and then you put it out online, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Is this real or no? And then nobody funds
So
it.
you end up in jail, Al.
Aye, but no, if I say no, she's here. You know what I mean? I'm just assuming it's the
The
last
way you felt that as if it was just a lead.
Aye,
she's
here
here.
she's here. She's fine.
sound.
Aye.
Holding her up with a ponytail.
I'm fucking fine right there. But
I used, what do you call it? No, it's not a fucked film, but a film that I thought it's pretty cool if you've never seen it. Because see, I said about mad zombie films I used to watch. Hundreds of them. See Asda. Anytime you went into Asda, a fiver, there was a new weird zombie film. You ever heard the film Colin? No, right?
No.
This was like a pure.
I know a
like,
few Collins, but no.
it was a zombie film that they made for 45 quid.
What?
Aye, like this guy, like it's well worth a watch. See, for watching it, like you go, this film was made for 45 quid.
Is it called Colin, like C-O-L-I-N?
Aye, it's Colin. It's
Oh,
from,
is it?
Aye,
All
it's
right.
from
I was
the.
making a joke thinking you were saying
Col-
the
No,
Oh,
Colin.
you would think it's calling.
Aye,
No,
aye.
it's Colin because that's the boy's name. So it's a zombie film from the zombie's point of view. So you see him
Oh,
getting
right.
bit and all that.
POV, you're a zombie.
Aye, it's not like POV like that kind of thing, but
Aye.
the Foley's Colin, the zombie.
Oh, right. That sounds quite cool.
It's pretty cool.
He's
aye.
got two veins.
I think it's like 2000. Maybe
Fucking mortgage. Works in an office.
He's a zombie.
Aye.
It's great.
Aye, so the zombie apocalypse is happening in it. It's not just like
But just the way you're at, the zombie Colin.
Colin the
Just
zombie.
sounds like a guy in the office that doesn't sleep very well. He's always walking in with black eyes.
But that's it, man. It's like 45. Seriously, aye. So basically, once that guy sold 9 DVDs out of Asda, he was in profit. You know what I mean? So,
Well, that's a game.
so
But
I'll need to
that's
look
how I always love going into that CEX. Just going into that pound section. You find some crackers. Do you know what I mean? It's all the same shite that they've all had for a while and folk keep trading in, they can't get rid of it, but
Need
you
the
always
parents.
find a wee odd one. It looks quite good.
it's the repeat custom.
Aye.
Folk probably just fucking buy it and then take it back.
Aye, exactly. Just use it as a rental type
Aye.
thing.
It's
Aye.
like they say Blockbusters did. No, it's just changed name.
Well, how do you say that? Kex or sex?
It's called
Sex.
sex. I call it CEX
I call it
usually.
CEX, or Computer
But we
Exchange.
phoned it up at one point and they said, "Hi, welcome to sex." And I'm like,
Oh, really?
Oh, right. So yeah,
It's quite ironic.
Ideal,
Everybody,
how do you
everybody
keep
that
that
works
in
in
mind?
there is a fat virgin, right enough. So I've got 2 ends, so I've at least had sex twice.
I've only had sex once and I've got 2 kids.
Is one?
Man's no biological, mine. No,
Oh, right, okay. Because I thought that was just a joke you said in
No,
your
he's
set.
genuinely-
Right, okay.
No biological mind.
But it is yours.
Aye.
Aye. Right, okay. So another film by Harmony Korine, is called, see when I watch, it's called Gummo, right? And it's about this place that's just been fucking decimated with a hurricane, and it's just full of all these weird characters, and it's just these 2 guys. One of the guys is the strangest person I've ever seen in my life. There's a scene in it where he eats cereal in the bath. The bath water's an absolute fucking tip,
No,
and there's
no,
a bit
bath scene.
and there's a bit of bacon sellotape to the wall. It's just weird. It's just weird.
For the sake of being weird.
in case he wants a wee salty surprise.
Aye. Hey, oh, like Saltburn, get you? And then there's a bit where the 2 of them want to go and have sex with. This guy says, "Oh, I've got my sister here, and she's a prostitute and all that, and we want to have sex with her." And they bring her out, and she's got Down syndrome.
What do you watch,
It's
man?
fucking weird, man. But see when I.
What the fuck, Al?
See when you were saying, "Oh, I've got some free kings to watch," it's like, "Oh boy," I'm like, "I am fucked here," because I'm watching. I'm watching extremely fucked. But like, see when I start watching that, like that's when I know I've got depression. It's weird as fuck. Like as soon as I start like
See, this
getting
is why we
down,
do comedy, because we all need
Aye.
therapy.
Because
I mean, like,
as soon as I start putting the films on, I'm like, right, get on to the doctor and get your pills sorted, because that's the only time I really enjoy them.
I mean, like, one of my favourite Reddit pages is called the Bull Wins, right? And I feel better about watching that now than listening to the fucking Hedges.
How is the Bull wins?
It's when the Bulls win.
Oh, I know, that's good.
Rather than the Matador winning, the Bull wins.
Aye. That's good. That.
It's, some of it you know. But just, it's like, it makes me feel a bit more normal thinking things you watch on the fucking wreck.
I don't watch it. It's something where I'm there must be.
Hold on.
I know
Nobody can tell.
I know there's another. Aye, it is. Because
Nobody knows my mental state.
Like I watch Kids, and as I said, I finished that and then put it straight back in, and then Gail get home from work and like, you need to see this. I watched Kids three times in one day. But not because
that sentence again.
Just don't say.
I watched 3 Kids. Fuck right, okay.
I watched
Kids 3 times.
I stuck it in 3 times. And he said, "Man, this is fucking no right, Al. I am worrying."
No, but
I stick Kids in.
This is the episode that makes it nowhere near YouTube.
Aye, no.
That's a rumble
This is
episode. This.
Aye. But I tell you, it gives me like a weird feeling like this is horrific, but I kind of like it. You know? Like, it makes you feel a wee bit better about yourself.
Well, I get that kind of point. Like, at least my life's not this bad.
Aye.
That's what a lot of art is, though, isn't it? Whenever you see things, but that was like. That's also why people watch things like on Channel 5, like Can't Pay Will Take It Away.
Well, I thought you were talking about back in the day, because that's how I saw Gummo, because I thought it was a
Channel
porno.
5. Oh.
Come on, Channel 5. Deadly. Usually when the porn was on.
You'd be too young to know this.
There was like
Etc.
There used to only be
Remember
4
that era?
channels.
What was Sex Etc on?
Right, there used
Bravo.
Channel 4, I think.
Was
Right.
it?
There used to only be 4 channels, right?
Aye,
right?
I know that.
And then they made
you
Channel
used to use
5.
it in the tail.
And every time in Channel 5,
The last to be the chalkboard used to come on at 10 o'clock.
was that, right? But on a Friday or a Saturday night, if you looked down past 11 o'clock, that was always a softcore porno. That was basically what it was. You was reading going, what's the name of that? You're like, that's a porno.
So obviously Gummo was on it, and I'm like, this is going to be folk getting blowjobs. But then I put it on, and it was folk walking about a decimated area and shagging folk with Down syndrome.
Oh my God.
It's honestly, it's fucking mental, but it's good.
Was it a tough wank?
Surprisingly. Because you get into the mode, you're like, right, here's Gummo coming on. Time for
Keks at the
take my
ankles.
eye. And I'm like, what the fuck's this? And then they get brought slowly back up, and then we just enjoyed Gummo. But that's how I stumbled across Gummo, because it was on the same time as the Channel 5 porn, and they just never put it on. They put it on Gummo instead.
Never put a trigger on.
Aye, they really should have.
If your pants are at your ankles, I'd
Aye.
request them up.
Bring them up, aye. So that was how I got into Gummo, but I just came to me there.
My taste in films is so light compared to you guys, man.
I like a wee fucking action adventure carry on. I like a wee bit of a thriller.
Dancer in the Dark, have you seen that? Oh, that's a good one.
Is that a song?
Bjork's in it, and it's she's got mental issues.
Well, it's Bjork.
Aye. And then she plays this woman that has also got mental issues, and she sees everything as like, what's that thing? People are talking and you can hear music and all that.
Silent disco. Is that the way you're talking about?
No, it's like a mental disease. Where
Alright. I thought you were talking about she was somewhere.
People that go to silent discos are a bit of a mental disease.
Aye.
So like,
I've only been to one. I love taking the headset off and just watching them.
It's the metal. Aye.
turn the tunes off in that Tea in the Park one. You're doing that.
Aye.
There's 2 DJs playing that, and I just turn the things off.
My pal was at Tea in the Park one year, and he took hundreds of drugs and was walking home, and so everybody dancing about a silent disco and started greeting because they thought he'd went deaf.
Is it audio something, isn't it? I can't remember what you call it now, though. They can hear things that aren't there, basically. It's like the opposite of seeing things that aren't there. Well, the other, no, the
It's
opposite.
schizophrenic type deals.
It's almost
something like so. She's got that. So the film's like a musical,
right,
and then it's like she hangs about with these people, and like they're no good for her and stuff like that. They end up. The guy comes on to her. She says no, and then she ends up pushing him, falls down the stairs, dies, and she gets sentenced to death. and then the end is Bjork's feet swinging.
Lovely.
That's the end of the film. It's about 2 hours and 20 minutes long. It's fucking a group.
What a
Again, I've never watched it again. It's only kids I like to watch more than once.
It's not very often I'm fucking lost for words at all.
It's good that you want to watch your kids more than once, though, because you need to hold them to their 18 usually.
I'll probably not get to see them again after this is released, right enough. But I think that's all of them.
Oh, your most depraved.
Aye.
I had one in my head, but it's went away again.
How come? So I've been talking pure.
There's some fucked up films. I like a wee fucking action adventure, something light-hearted, but like, fucking still good. Indiana Jones, see the first 3, some of my favourite films.
I've watched the first Indiana Jones and I didn't really get it.
It's just light-hearted entertainment. You won't get it.
True. I fell off the boulder's gone and he shunk piece of me. But I can remember the bit at the start where he's teaching them and the woman shuts her eyes and it says, what does it say across it? Pumpers or something across her eyelids? What does it say?
University in America. Bumpers.
What does it say? It
Oh.
says something on her eyelids like Shaggy's.
This is Indiana Jones.
Aye, but it's not quite as graphics, but he's
You want
saying,
to come to my bit and watch kids? Says across her
that's what Epstein had written in his. The fight laws get the fucking noise.
I think I've not seen any of the Godfathers. I don't think
I've not seen the Godfathers.
I must have seen Indiana Jones as a kid, but
Indiana
never
Jones
watched
is
the
one
game.
of the best franchises ever. They've ripped the arse out it. The 4th one, they ripped the arse out it, and then the 5th one, they're fucking clutching at straws, man.
Star Wars, I don't like.
Love Star Wars.
You don't like Star Wars?
What, Stevie, man? Can I get
No.
up?
That's mental.
Just thingy. Here's one for you then, right? Like I don't know how my grandpa fell heir to a lot of Star Wars toys when I was maybe about 4 or 5 kind of thing, and I basically never kept them in boxes. And they were all toys. I was playing with them and stuff like that. Wee Yoda cut his ears off and all that, just because I didn't like the shape of them and stuff, right? No, but I think I tell you the other week there about going to the bars and getting £2 Atari discs and all that. Now, at the time, there was a wee shop in there that sold the toys, and the Yoda then was £8, and we were going, what, £8 for a toy? I'd hate to think the price that I cut off the wee guys. Aye, there would have been a wee inheritance there. I had great fun with them though. Luke Skywalker had no heed after a fortnight because he was in the. You know what I mean?
My dad had a Transformers toy that he kept for the 80s when he was young. I lost it in 3 days.
My dad had a medal that he won in school for playing basketball. And I took it out to show my pals and come in without it, and he still talks about it to this day. I was about 5-year-old.
My dad doesn't let go. He showed me all his football trophies. My dad was a brilliant football player. He let scout at Marvel and everything. That's a different story. But he was a brilliant football player, and he'd all these football trophies. There's about 18 of them or something. And he gave me his favourite one. He sat on my, because I'm at man down in my room and sat in my room. And he gave me his favourite one. I fucking knocked it off the bookshelf and took the head clean off it, didn't I? It doesn't let it go. Still brings it up.
That's what contact adhesives for.
Aye, but
I know how you.
me and my dad are the greatest at DIY, man. I was only about 7 or
You should have
something.
shouted Gilran, she would have helped.
Be fun, all the bits.
But another thing it doesn't let me forget, he spent about 80 quid. Now, this is about 15, 20 years ago. He spent 80 quid on a pair of Air Max. And the day he bought them, I was kicking a ball. And he does not let me forget that. He's like, it was fucking dear as fuck. Fucking kicking a wall, but you were trying to kick them because you didn't like them. I've still never wore a pair of Air Max since because they gave me blisters, and I was trying to knacker them so I didn't need to wear them.
Well, at least you get
Just
good.
being a wee
You get
dickhead.
good shoes. See, when I went to school, I must have been 4th year, 5th year, so 3rd or 4th year. So this is when you're trying to establish yourself.
Well,
Aye.
a prime Haley
When was
Hansen
kids?
jacket.
When did the towers fall? No, so I was 3rd or 4th year, and my mum says, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get you shoes for Asda because she worked in Asda, so she get like a discount and stuff." And she brought home, so I'm all in black. Obviously, I've got black trousers on, got white shirt. I've only got black trousers to be honest. That's the only bit of it black. And white shirt, tie, and she got me brown shoes, and the toes were like this.
Like square
I'm
baddies.
no joking. They were square. How did my fucking feet even get in that? And they squeaked. So every time I was walking, I was like fucking SpongeBob. And everybody knew I was coming, and then I could squeak my feet, and it was dead funny.
SpongeBob
But
square
I
toes.
gave aye. But aye, SpongeBob square toes. I get fucking. Nobody come up with that.
Take it you went about pitting corners on the hunt in the school football team with him.
I wasn't getting fucking picked. I'm a big fat goalie. If anything. I wasn't getting picked for anything.
You get a right angle and techie, no bother them, man. I've not got these set squares a day.
Who's a shot your shoe?
Sorry, sir, I don't need a steel rule. Just take what you have.
Honestly, they were fucking piss. So
How have we got into this if we talk about films? That's what I want to know. We've went off on a
I
fucking
don't know.
tangent. I think we're just trying to make sure there's some content in this episode that can get shown.
Something that can put on the Instagram reels. Oh, fucking hell.
but I do recommend Gummo and Kids before we go any further. I do like them, but it's aye.
No Gummo and Kids.
Gummo and Kids.
Just Gummo
and Kids. Fuck me, man.
Oh my
If I was doing a list of 4 this episode, I'm on one now.
Oh dear.
I think we need to call it.
I think so.
Aye, there's no way we can go with this, is there?
No. Well, we still have a gig, maybe. We still got the 17th.
I might not be there.
I'll be in the jail.
17th of March, 2:15. Van Winkle's West End. Tickets.
There's 2 of them, aren't there?
Van
All
Winkle's
of them.
Ireland, aye, but we're Van Winkle's West End.
West End.
Van Winkle's West
Aye.
End, 2:15 on a Sunday, so that you can fucking. I don't know if the fit was finished at that point.
No, but
Shifting
maybe.
tickets for a 2
Sunday
o'clock start
Could be the cup final.
in March.
17th.
Oh, March, is it? I thought,
Aye,
I
no.
thought it was May.
No, right. March the 17th, 2:15. Van
I'll
Winkle's West
definitely not be
End.
there. I think it's in May.
Tickets are on sale now. It's got on the Glasgow International Comedy Festival. The show's called 2.5 Days.
Aye,
isn't
same as
it?
a podcast.
Aye. So like
There's a link tree in my Instagram.
there's a
Yeah,
link tree
aye.
with thingy to the tickets and that for it.
Aye.
Hopefully
I've put
think
it
it's
on my
on mine
Instagram,
as
it's
well.
on yours.
Is it on mine as
in
well?
the description of this video we should hopefully have a wee link for
Aye,
it as
if
well.
no, we one will comment it.
Aye.
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 We'll get that sorted. Follow the socials. You're Youngson Stephen, aren't you?
Thanks, aye.
Aye. You're Al_Thompson1.
Yep.
Aye. And Ryan McCready Comedy. And then obviously, Let's Have It.
Yeah.
Follow them. Keep up to date with everyone.
And we'll see you next time.
Aye.
Aye.
See you next week. Cheers.